Hi everyone, and welcome to this video where we're going to be looking at walking boots, socks and gaiters as well. Okay, so boots are probably the one thing on your kit list that you are going to have to go out and buy yourself. Everything else on your kit list you could borrow off somebody else or use somebody else's, but with boots it's the one thing that you're probably going to need to go in and purchase yourself. Now, I'm not going to give you too much advice on boots because everyone has different feet, different size feet, different width feet, and to get a pair of boots to fit you properly, you're going to need to go to a shop and have them fitted properly by a boot fitter and a specialist outdoor shop. So go in there, try a load on, feel what's comfortable, have a walk around the shop with them, make sure you can get 2 pairs of socks on, listen to their advice, tell them what you're doing, and they'll advise you on the best boots for you to go and buy. I've always worn La Sportiva boots. They're the boots that I find fit me. I wear them for general trekking. My mountaineering boots are Sportiva boots, and my climbing shoes are Sportiva climbing shoes. So I am pretty much Sportiva driven, but they fit my feet, so I'm going to stay with what I know. On your kit lists, it will tell you what style of boot you need, whether or not they need to fit in with a crampon, whether you need plastic boots if you're going to be, if it's going to be cold where you're going. So just look at your kit list, go into the outdoor shop, advise them where you're going, and they will then give you the advice that you need for your trip. Make sure though that you do get a walking boot that has a nice ankle support if you're doing things like Kilimanjaro, Everest Base Camp, those sorts of things where you've got the potential to roll over onto your ankle. Okay, walking shoes are great, but once you get out and you're walking properly on those sort of treks, then you really want to be wearing a pair of walking boots, not a pair of trainers. Okay, so make sure you've got them, make sure you break them in. Boots aren't as bad as they used to be years ago where you had 6 months to break them in before you wore them, but you do need to be making sure you're going out wearing them before you actually go on your trip. Gaiters, if they're on your kit list, again, they'll be there as an optional extra. They're not always, they're not recommended. They're there as they're optional. If you're doing things again like Kilimanjaro, if you're doing things where there is going to be scree, where there's going to be lots of loose rock, then gaiters can be great. If you're going to be walking through like the rainforests, again, gaiters are great for keeping your feet dry and stopping things from going down into your boot. So if they're on your kit list, it's entirely up to you if you want to get them, but they can make your walking life slightly more pleasurable. Thing then is moving on to socks. You're going to need to have enough pairs of socks for each day that you're trekking. So on your kit list, it will tell you, roughly how many pairs of socks you need. I personally like to have a clean pair every day. That's just me. Some people are quite happy to have 2 pairs to last them the whole trip. Think about how many days you're going to be walking for, and that's the style. That's how many pairs of socks you're going to need. Obviously on some trips you're going to be walking where it's warm, so you're going to want a thinner pair of socks maybe for lower down, and then as it gets higher up you're going to potentially then want to go for a thicker pair of socks. Think of what material they're going to be made out of. So here we've got Coolmax and merino wool. Some people don't like wearing wool, so therefore they want to go for more of the Coolmax style sock. Whereas merino is going to be warmer, and also again thinking about the smelling properties, merino doesn't smell as much as the synthetic Coolmax. Here we've got more of a thinner liner sock, so it might be on summit night you would wear a pair of these with a pair of thicker socks to get 2 pairs in. So think about where you're going to be going, how many pairs you're going to need, and whether you're going to need thin socks or thick socks. On a summit night where it's going to be cold, you're also going to wear 2 pairs of socks, and it might be again that you wear a pair of merino ones and then a pair of Coolmax ones, or you wear 2 pairs of merino ones and just get different thicknesses. We do deals on socks, so we will be putting out offers when we get them through on socks. It's a great thing to buy. It's something you're going to wear all the time. Walking socks last forever, so if you buy them now and you're not going on your trip for another 12 months, don't worry about it. You can still wear them and they're going to last. If you've got any questions on any of the above, just ping me through an email or write on the Facebook page, and we're more than happy to help. But again, these are the things that you're going to need to go and buy, whereas with a bag you can borrow it. With socks in your boots, you're going to want your own. So if you've got any questions, give us a shout, and we'll see you soon. Bye.